Hey guys, Sven here, and Jimmy Teeth, and this is episode 2 of Sven's journey.
You are going to
Believe it or not, I actually already filmed episode 2 of Sven's journey, but once I stopped recording and went to the file to inspect the video, it was only filming the top left portion of my screen the whole time, and that was an hour long, so I started at 3. I said in my head, alright, by 4, I'll have a whole episode's worth, an hour long. I went to 4 recording, spoke a whole lot of stuff, said hello, said goodbye, all of the good stuff, made friends, did a few quests, and closed the game. And now it's 4:20, and I'm planning to finish recording episode 2 again till 5:20. It is what it is, folks. But anyway, I'll just fill you in on what happened the last episode. So last episode, Sven, leaving his life of banditry, decided to return home to his childhood home, only to find it had been completely destroyed, burnt to the ground. Everyone around is saying that it was the fault of a dragon. But Sven does not believe that. You see, Sven, in his heart of hearts, has a great mistrust for the Imperials and the Thalmors, and he knows they were there. What this whole dragon bullshit sounds to him like is a great big old cover-up, you know? Classic politician stuff. Oh, those dumbass Nords, we fucked up here. I hope they don't notice we just burnt down Helgen. Let's just tell them the dragons are coming back. Any dumbass Nord will believe that, right? Well, not Sven. Not this dumbass Nord. Yeah, so that's us all filled in. Let's just level up before we start our day. We'll level up Magicka this time. Put a point into Destruction. Destruction spells cost 50% less Magicka. Destruction spells are 0.5% more powerful per level of Destruction. Very good. And for Restoration, because as you could tell, last episode we were using Destruction and Restoration quite a bit. So that's what we're doing. Ow. It's all suddenly obvious to me. I just have to concentrate. All the energy and time I've wasted, it's a sin. But without the experience I've gained, taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could I have understood? Wise words from Sven. Oh, the bandit. Hello folks, good morning. Good morning to all. And to all a good morning. I have some unfinished business here. You see, a little fucking swamp critter, black-pilled, woman-hating, evil, conniving, gaslighting, lying, manipulative little fuck named Sven. Not us. Another Sven, believe it or not. There are more people. There's 2 people in Skyrim by that name. But that Sven told us to go to Carmala or Camila or whatever their fucker name is, and make up some lies about someone he's in competition with. A certain Feindal. We haven't met Feindal yet. But as far as we know, Sven is an asshole, and the last thing we're gonna do is help him out. In fact, Sven plans to go right up to old Carmila. I forget her name. Sven knows her name. We'll just say Sven knows her name, and I don't, because he knows where she lives. She lives in the Riverwood trader's house there. Because he remembers her from his youth. He came to Riverwood all the time in his childhood. To play with friends, play with kids like Ralof, believe it or not, they were the same age. Anyway, just look at this message here, this message board. I love him and nothing is wrong. Dr. Phil's on the case. I love him and nothing is wrong. Every day I work the fields beside him, and every night I dream of him. His body tells me he loves his work, but is more than a body of muscles. Ooh. He has the right combination of strength and heart, and I want to confess my feelings, but I am afraid of whether it is wrong. I know that if I say it, this will change our marriages. But will he feel the same about me? I cannot hide this secret for much longer, and I hope he reads this and understands. I do not know what I am going to do now. Maybe sacrifice it all. What I know to be certain is that I will love him forever. Myra, help me, a man in love. Sounds to me like two married men of Riverwood Village have the hots for each other. And you know what? I think that's pretty cute. It's kind of sad that they've only come to terms with their sexuality so late in life that they're already both married. It's really tragic. This kind of thing happens all the time in the real world, you know? It's really quite sad that a lot of men repress these sides of themselves till it's basically too late. Till by facing this side of themselves, they end up hurting other people, you know? It's really quite tragic. Anyway, let's go pay a visit to a certain somebody. You know, Sven's not really the gossipy type, but oh, hello. Excuse me. Jesus. Her tail is coming out of her asshole.
We are done talking about this. Oh, customer. Sorry you had to hear.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Ooh. Okay, so we have two options here. I could just give Camilla the letter from Sven and pretend it's from Feindal, which is a terrible thing to do, and I won't be doing that. Or I could just tell her the truth, and that's what I'm planning on doing, because the truth is always best.
What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Feindal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Feindal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him.
Sure thing. I don't know where Feindal is, but we'll talk to him later. Hello.
I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
Okay. I'm not gonna. That's like one of the main options for everyone in this village is I can just go up to them and yell, "I saw a dragon!" Like that old lady that at the entrance of the village. I saw a dragon. Did something happen? Wink, wink. Sven knows what happened, and he knows why it happened and who did it. He knows where that person is now. He knows all about it. Well, anyway, he'll pretend. He'll pretend he doesn't know a thing.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold.
Could it be a dragon's claw? How did I know? I could help you get the claw back.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my
Sven loves coin.
Hello! I like money!
Clawback.
Sven will do anything for money. And you know what makes doing something for money easier? When there's no stakes involved. Let's just say the burglar of this fine establishment isn't exactly a friend of Sven's. He used to run with a gang at Bleak Falls Barrow, if you can remember, Sven. And a certain somebody in that group kept going on about how this Riverwoods trader has come into possession of a golden claw, and that could be the golden claw to open up that circular door in the depths of the place. Who knows what untold riches lie behind it, you know? That's what that guy was telling Sven anyway. Sven never thought he'd actually go through with it, you know? That guy striked him as a bit of a, let's just say, a pussy. Anyway, we'll get the claw back for you, buddy.
The sooner you find the claw, the
Don't be rude.
sooner our
Don't be
lives
rude.
can get back to
What do
normal.
you have for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
I like your weird little mullet. Alright, let's sell some things. Do this. Let's sell that, this, that, this, these two, one of these. I think we just sold Gerder's wedding ring. I'm sure she can buy it back. I'm sure she can buy it. I just sold a ring to a pawn shop. It's fucked up. Anything else I could sell? Light armor forging. Sell these spell books. Amethysts, garnets. Damn, we've got a bit of booty here. Booty. You have any nice hoods, fur hoods? Or not hoods, I have a hood. I need something that'll match, oh no, this one. I have this one. I need something that'll match it. This one is too bright a color. Surely you've got something. Surely. Dirty Shirleys are not a bad drink, although I find them a little too sweet. Surely. Ooh, that might match. It's a nice coat. A nice cloak. Look at that. Timber. Shiver me timbers! Let's do it. And we'll sell this piece of shit. Do you have anything for the rain now? A hood for the rain. I could buy this fucking fishing hat. It's just not a great look, you know. It's a very ugly hat. Just want a little hood. Do you have a little hood for the rain? One that's not fur? Guess not. Alright. Put that on. Let's just see if they match. They do. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. We look intimidating. Awesome. Let's just favorite these. And let's put this back on because it is raining. We don't need that. Beatmon! No! No!
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though.
I don't need you to guide me to Bleak Falls Barrow, right? Really don't. That's not how you sit in a chair, bud.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. You looking for a new blade?
What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
Before we get out of here, let's just see if we could buy anything nice. Maybe a helmet. A helmet would be good. Although we do need bolts for our crossbow. Beautiful. Now let's see, you have a nice helmet by any chance? Ugh. That looks like a gimp mask. We might buy the rugged iron helmet here. It's a nice helmet. Is that all you got? That is all you got. Alright, fuck it. We'll buy this. Let's put it on. Favorite it. We'll mark it to 6 because if you keep behind your helmet, you can take it off whenever you want without going into the menu, and that could be useful when you're like going indoors. This is a very ugly helmet. It looks too big for his head, but it's alright. We'll just rock it for now. You know, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It matches the chainmail aesthetic. So yeah, let's just see if there's any quests in here. Sven's in the mood for killing some bandits. Bandit leader bounty. Fuck yeah. Just read these real quick. We might complete these later. About the log of the greater. And it's located in Outcast Camp. I've been harassing. A reward will be offered to anyone who kills their leader. Awesome. And any other? I think, yeah, Orgnar or whatever the bartender's name gave us this one. So let's open this up. Able-bodied men and women of Whiterun. Harassing, robbing, attacking. Reward will be offered when anyone kills their leader. Perfect. You might think that since Sven was a bandit once, that oh, we forgot to speak to Fendal. You might think that since Sven was a bandit once, he would have some loyalty towards them or something. He really doesn't. The last time he's interacted with any bandits was a day ago or two, and they kicked him out of their group because he didn't want to fall in line with. He didn't want. Basically, they asked him to do something he really didn't want to do. That really was outside his comfort zone, and out of his moral zone too. They didn't like that, so they actually threw him off a cliff. That was the way they said goodbye to him. I don't want to telling you this later, but you can hear the story. Yeah, they were situated at Bleak Falls Barrow, and you know how high up that is on the mountain, so you can imagine the fall was pretty crazy. It's really a miracle he survived. And yeah, so currently he really has no qualms with killing bandits, especially if he's getting paid to do so. I wanted to speak to Feindal, if I can. He's not in this place. Might talk to him later. We don't find him today. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I wanted to go up to Sven and gloat about how I fucked up his chances with Camilla, but as I was talking to him, he mid-conversation opened a door, and went in there, and that crashed my game. So really, Sven got the last laugh in the end. Well, he got the last laugh. Fuck Sven. Not my Sven. The other Sven. Nasty ass, dirty ass, hairy ass Sven. But yeah, that's why we're back in the loading screen. I'm just rebooting the game here. Yeah. So the plan for today is let's head over to Whiterun and tell y'all Balgriff what Gerder asked us to tell him, which is that there is an imminent threat of dragons, apparently, and that Riverwood is not safe. I was hoping to find Feindal, but we'll just leave him be. We're heading off to Whiterun. Whiterun! Whiterun! I love Whiterun! I love Whiterun! Hee hee! Hee hee! I can't wait to go to Whiterun! I love Whiterun! I'm gonna stop. I realize I'm not exactly being very roleplay right now. Sorry for that little episode. Sven is not insane. Jimmy Teeth is insane. Jimmy Teeth's a mad dog. Jimmy Teeth's a straight, cold-blooded killer. Don't piss him off. In the game, of course. In the game of Skyrim, he's a killer, not in real life, of course. Let's get out of here. It's a rainy, shitty day. Yeah, so after seeing my first video, obviously it wasn't great. You could imagine. Ooh, what happened here?
Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much coin on these gifts to be late to Vittoria's wedding. Indeed, if we ever get there. I told you.
I hope you fall off a cliff, bud. But yeah, obviously my first video that came out wasn't the best quality. I'm sorry about that, guys. I wasn't aware that when you submit a YouTube video to YouTube, they put it through a certain kind of encoder. They have two kinds of encoder. One that compresses it into a terrible kind of quality, and that one is reserved for videos 1080p and under, and one that also kind of compresses it and harms the quality, but not as badly. And that is for, Super HD and stuff, 4K and stuff. So that is why, and also I didn't set the bitrate very high, and that is why like the dark scenes in my last video are super grainy. There's a lot of strange artifacts, like, I don't know, choppiness and stuff, you know. You could probably see it in my video. Hopefully this one will be better. I basically, the steps I've taken to solve that is, let me just save before I crash again or something. Steps I've taken to solve that is I've upped the bitrate, and I've also, I'm going to release this video in 4K. It's not actually shot in 4K. I have a 1080p monitor, but to get that better YouTube encoding on your video, you have to submit it as bigger than it actually is, which is stupid. It's the formality. I've learned all of this from Reddit, but yeah, so those are the steps I've taken. Hopefully this video will look a lot better. If you guys have any tips, any tricks, you know, I'm sure a lot of you have more experience on YouTube than I have. Feel free to write it out in the comments. You know, I appreciate any kind of constructive feedback, criticism, all of that. I'm very new to this. Super new to this, actually. As I mentioned earlier, that guy looks very noble on his steed, his trusty steed. As I mentioned earlier in the previous video, that video was my first video edited and released on YouTube. So I hope y'all can forgive the lack of quality in that. And yeah, hopefully it'll be better. We will see when I drop this one. I'm trying to keep videos within an hour-long length, so this video won't be very exciting, just because it's basically taking an hour to leave Riverwood and come over here.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Dude, this fucking dragon bullshit, bro. Style more propaganda. Fucking falsities. I guess I gotta just fall in line of everybody's lunacy and in order to get into Whiterun.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Why are you an asshole, dude? Fucking cops, bro. Fucking pigs. Oink, oink. It was early afternoon and a bright sunny day when Svein made his way into Whiterun. As he pushed his way through the immense oak doors, he felt an extreme unease, fearing any kind of recognition. Svein was a man now, he rationalized, and few would associate him with the wild teenage hoodlum that terrorized Whiterun's outskirts years ago. As he strolled down the main path, familiar faces appeared. Janassa, the mercenary, still lurked by Bellathor's, and Adrian, a grown woman now, toiled away at the smelter. He passed the market and licked his lips at the fresh produce, quality fruits and vegetables he hadn't tasted in years. The clan houses still stood. They were monumental feats of Nordic architecture. The Greymanes and Battleborn's feud persisted as ever, which didn't surprise Svein at all. Whiterun was a place of history, from the Hall of the Dead housing many of Sven's slumbered ancestors, to the massive Gildegreen standing still after 1,000 years. Dragon's Reach towered over all, an old and sturdy castle, the home of the Jarl. After Svein marched up the worn stone steps, rising high above Jorvaskr, he made his entrance into the Nordic palace. The fires burned hot and yellow as always, and above, Numenix, slain by Olaf One-Eye, hung high above, as if still flying. Svein stepped forward awkwardly under the questioning glance of Jarl Balgruuf the Greater, the Lord of Whiterun Hold, and the receiver of Sven's dire news.
You have to listen. I only counsel caution.
Alright.
We cannot afford to act
Hope you enjoyed that little cutscene. Here we are at Dragon's Reach. About to speak to Jarl Balgruuf.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not
Jesus.
receiving visitors.
Take it easy. What's the deal? Gerder sent me. Riverwood is in danger.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people.
I don't want to talk to you,
have
man.
my attention.
Not with that weapon out.
Explain yourself.
What about some common respect, you know? I'm a human being. Might not look like it with these dirty clothes on me, but I'm a human being. Are you? Elf? I was told to give the message directly to the Jarl, so fuck
Whatever
off.
you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me.
No.
I'm starting to think...
I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community, not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust
suppose
in
you're
the
Irileth.
strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him.
They really did
should not.
prevent us dirty, bro, with that
I'll
hairline.
not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
Oh, man.
Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
Bye-bye.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my
You gave me an Imperial armor.
There is another
You
thing
call
could
yourself a
do for
Nord.
me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Rumors. I prefer that word. Oh, sorry. Jeez. Personal space, am I right?
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort. What
he
would you
looking at
have
me?
me do, Hrongar? Your
Okay, he's not
brother's
looking. He's
the
not
Jarl.
looking. Shh, 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 shh. Don't tell Balgruuf. Don't tell Balgruuf. Where's that? Where's that piece of shit? Bah!
You know I can't
Bah!
question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
Something to say to the Jarl. Say it with your own tongue.
Hello?
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes,
Dragons
I could use
this,
someone
dragons
to fetch
that.
something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
What does this have to do with dragons, man?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary,
It's a
but
beautiful
a thinker. Perhaps
cut
even
to,
a scholar.
See,
when the
Balgruuf's
stories of dragons
hairy
began
head.
to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors.
I'm sorry, guys.
Possibility.
I really couldn't foresee
One
that.
sure mark of a fool is to dismiss
Yo,
anything
Balgruuf's
that
fucking
falls outside his
dumbass, doo-doo-ass,
experience
blonde
as
ass
being
head being in the way.
I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? Where were they coming from?
I really can't listen to it when the post and Yell Balgruuf's hairy head are in the way. What do you mean to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
I'm sorry this is really immersion breaking, guys. I don't need him to tell me anything about Bleak Falls Barrow. I know everything there is to know. Yeah,
This is a
sorry about that,
priority
guys.
Anything we can use to fight
I'll
these
try to
dragons.
fix the camera angle now.
Dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruuf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Cool. I like it when people are in my debt. Alright. What are we doing? Let's buy some spells, eh? Let's buy some fucking spells. Since we have, the court wizard right in front of us.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Chill out. You and your fucking menorah in the background. Dude, it's not even Hanukkah yet. Chill out. That is a lot of shit I could ask him. Fuck it, just tell me about Bleak Falls
An old
Bleak Falls
tomb
Barrow.
built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here.
I don't like your
I'm
hoity-toity
sure some of the
attitude,
locals
man.
can point you in the right direction once
I really
you get
don't.
there.
I don't approve. I know the stone tablets.
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
He's got a lisp. I have my sources. Reliable sources. Sorry to the voice actor, I'm being mean. I don't feel like talking to him about all this stuff. I'll just buy spells from him if that's alright,
You
guys.
wish to master the arcane arts.
Sometimes I feel like talking to people and picking their little brains, but not this time. Not this time. Sven, as you know, has a particular interest in destruction magic, and you know, also healing magic, of course. So I'm thinking we buy him a new spell, new destruction magic spell. He has a keen interest in electric spells, the electric element. So that's what we'll be buying for him. Lightning. Let's look for lightning. Lightning bolt, lightning grasp, a lightning rune. Let's go for the bolt. I think we're fine with our one spell book. Let's just learn it real quick. Spell tome, lightning bolt.
Falls.
Let's favorite it. Unfavorite flames. And we'll put lightning bolt on number 3.
You, the Jarl, is not a patient man. Neither am I.
What just happened? But that's cool. Very cool. I love the physics in this game. Awesome. Very awesome. Let me put this away. What's wrong with me? Jesus, that's bright. Sorry, guys. What time is it? 6:31. We'll stop by a shop or two. And then, I think we need a follower. We were hoping to pick up Faendal, just because he's an interesting little critter, you know, and we did help him out. But I'm sure we could find some help in this city. Because Bleak Falls Barrow, Sven knows the area, but like only the first part of that dungeon, you know. He's never dared to go any deeper, just because Draugrs give him the heebie-jeebies. He's seen him a couple of times, and each time he's vowed for it to be the last, you know. So if he had some backup, he would definitely feel better going in there. He remembers a girl named Janassa. Now, in the few times he's come to this place, and naturally caused lots of trouble, as trouble follows Sven everywhere, she often hangs out in the Drunken Huntsman. She's a mercenary, and often is available for service, for hire.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
She doesn't seem to be here. Janassa! Janassa, hello! Hello! Where could she be? Oh! There she is. Come back. Oh! Blade. I almost crashed the game again. Whenever you engage in conversation with someone as they're going into a building, it crashes your game.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll
Thank God that didn't just happen.
If not, let me
Janassa,
know.
you motherfucker.
I might have it stored
Don't even know how to sit on a chair right. That's a conflict with JK's interiors, I believe. They'd probably move the chair to a side, and
I know nothing of
character's
fear,
not aware of it.
and nothing of remorse. Pay my fee, and together we will vanquish any foe.
You sound badass as fuck. As a teen, Sven was always scared to approach her, you know, talk to her. Just because she just seems like a natural born killer, and at the time as a boy, violence was not his forte. He wasn't a very confrontational person. You a mercenary?
I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After
You're
all,
a poet too.
where is the value in creating art if there's nobody left alive to see it?
Consider yourself hired.
You have chosen wisely. Lead on, and I shall follow. All right then.
Our stock of arrows is running a bit.
Big mod!
All right.
I prefer... Can I help you?
Tell me something about yourself.
We've still got plenty of shafts from that Riverwood shipment.
Have you always wanted to be a mercenary?
I thought about becoming a bandit. I decided I
Hell,
preferred
man.
clean clothes and fresh
Preaching
air.
to the choir.
Arrows and ale. A unique combination, to be sure.
That's a lot of stuff. Just
Lead
come with
on,
me.
then.
Sven was thinking of trying out his brand new tent, you know? I mean, he could sleep at a bar, as he usually does when he's in town. Where is she?
Yes.
Where is Janasa? She's right here. Okay. But, yeah, he just got a new tent. Rusnag. Huh? Where are they going? What is in here? I don't know. I don't want to know what they're doing in there. I bet it's an orgy. Ew. An orgy with a bunch of Khajiits. That can't be ethical, you know? That can't be ethical at all. So yeah, I think we're gonna set up camp and set up a campfire, talk to Janasa a bit, and then end the episode. So, like I said, I wasn't planning on this being an eventful one. It is the second episode after all. There's tons of eventful shit that can happen, that will be happening, you know? Especially
For all
since,
is well, Whiterun does not have much taste in art.
especially since, Sven's major concern right now is to find out what the fuck happened to Helgen and who did it. And after that, to avenge Helgen, you know?
Too often my arrows cleared all the enemies from afar before I got a chance to display my art in swords.
She's very, very full of it. Sven thought she was cool, but he didn't know
Most people in Skyrim don't
that she
care for
talked this
drummers.
much. Yeah, we're gonna set up a camp, and we're gonna have a little bite to eat, and we'll be very, very happy. I think we'll set it up right here. This is a nice clean spot. So yeah, small tent bedroll. That's a good spot. Place here. Now we're gonna build a campfire. A rhinoceros. I'm sure he won't bother us if we don't bother him. Right? He is scaring the fuck out of me though. Place it here. Is Janasa mining right now? What are you doing? Who gave you... Why do you have a pick? Why are you doing that? Let's just use it, set up a fire. What time is it? I didn't get to see. Let's make it a roaring campfire. What time is it? It is 9 p.m. Perfect. Let's just take a seat here. Hopefully Janasa will join us. Have a little bite to eat. And have a little conversation with her. Food. Let's have some lightly stale beef and venison. Because who doesn't love stale meat? And perchance, for dessert, we'll have an apple. Or two. Now for drinking. You know Sven's a heavy drinker. God. You look like a sorry bunch. Yeah?
What can I do for you, friend?
I don't know. I'd like to ask you something.
I understand.
Tell me about yourself, Janasa.
I have no grandiose tale to share. I am a survivor, and I do what I must to get by in this cold, cruel world.
Sounds like you and me have a lot in common. Sven says with a strange grin. Where'd you come from?
Morrowind. That's where I'm from. A far cry from the frozen land of Skyrim, with the Red Mountains' heat looming always, the ashen wastes, the towering mushroom trees, the rich history and ancient magic. It was home, for better or worse.
Why'd you leave?
There were complications. Mistakes made, enemies created. I had to get out before they caught up to me. So I fled across the sea, to this cold, inhospitable land called Skyrim. Hardly an improvement, if I'm being honest. But at least here I could disappear into the shadows, become a nameless blade for hire. Better than facing the consequences of my past back home.
Huh. Yeah. Sven can relate, man. Sometimes you do so many things you regret, and you hurt so many people, and cause so much damage that the only solution, the only escape from that kind of life is just running away. This is said of some tongue-in-cheek, okay? Wait, so I'm traveling with a criminal? I hope she doesn't take offense to this. After all, we're both criminals.
I'm no saint. I've done things, made choices, as does anyone who live in this world. So if you've got a problem traveling with the likes of me, then you're welcome to turn back. I've already taken your payment either way.
That is true.
But ask yourself, who better to watch your back than someone with experience evading the law?
I like you. You know what? I like you. You're one of the good ones. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Let's talk about how I don't want to talk anymore.
Together we will vanquish.
Yeah, I'm just running out of time, folks, and I made a resolution to keep these episodes an hour long, and I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit longer than an hour. So, let's send Sven to bed. This is Sven and Jimmy Teeth signing off. I hope you enjoyed